Yo guys, it's your boy Drake and I'm here with another banger. Now guys, I currently, yesterday, while I was feeling very Christian yesterday, I watched this new movie that came out. Now if I know this movie, I'm happy because it just came out. It's called Bubble. And I was thinking about a bubble quirk, as you can see in the thumbnail and the title. Now I got very excited with the title. I mean, with the movie. It's probably might be my favorite anime movie. I'm not going to lie to y'all. It probably might be my favorite anime movie. Now this movie involves parkour, romance, and drama. A lot of stuff. Now this right here, I think it's gonna be a banger. I think it's gonna be a banger. Let's say video. Now, as I was thinking, this might not get a lot of views because people don't like bubbles, but I'm thinking about this right here. Now, I hope all of my subscribers. Hold on, guys. It's a jet. Oh, guys, it's two fighter jets. Cause it seemed like that they are racing though. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's get back into the theme though. So as I said, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of videos, but I know my subscribers will hook me up. I know my subscribers will hook me up with this. Now what the hell? Now, as I said, I know y'all hooking me up with this. Sorry if you don't see him loud to y'all, but it's really loud. It's fighter jets flying over my house. But yeah, but I know my subscribers will hook me up with this video. Now, this is for whatever, but I need all my subscribers, my 460 something subscribers, to get to 500. Now, as I said, let's get to the video. Alright guys, so as I said, Deku will have a bubble quirk. Now he is going to the quirk doctor for his appointment, which was due yesterday because he's 4 years old now. It's his birthday and that's the time when you are supposed to get your quirk. Now when they arrive at the quirk doctor office, Izuku is excited, like he's jumping around, he's excited and things like that. Like, hold up, guys. All right, so it's like he has to hurry. It's like he has to hurry to get his quirk. He's jumping around so excited, and it's like he's jumping high in the air. But not bad. But now, when the doctor came and called their name, Izuku ran up to the doctor and says, come on, and grabbed his hand and went by. So, Izuku going to Quirk Doctor. The Quirk Doctor has said, I have to grab his forehead to know his quirk, ma'am. Is that allowed? She says, of course, please. And then when he grabbed his hand, he pulled it back. And then this kind of worried Inko, but Izuku don't know what he's doing. Like when we might die, I mean the quirk doctor. So then this is when he says, "So your son has a bubble quirk," which Inko thinks is weak. But then he says, "No. Well, Inko and Izuku think is weak. It says, "No, don't think like that, Miss Midoriya." Well, his quirk is actually called anti-gravitational bubble. Now, and guys, I also created this quirk. Now, I was thinking about the movie and stuff like that, but it didn't really have powers. It had parkour and stuff like that. So I wanted to create my own quirk of it and add some details and some powers to it. So it's called anti-gravitational bubble. Now, this allows the user to create bubbles that float or fly in the air for long periods of time. The bubble is very durable and strong. It can be allowed to step on or more, like grow in size, also protect or imprison people within it. The user can create distractions by making lots of them. The bubble can absorb attacks and redirect them back at the enemy, being surprised. Also, the loser, I said loser, the user can allow the like can allow the input of the bubbles onto his hands to increase more damage and hitting power. The bubbles can allow the user to more movement speed and agility, but the bubbles have a annoying drawback, or I guess enhanced hearing. This is like since the bubble is sensitive, it gave him a drawback of his hearing. It's enhanced hearing, or it's annoying drawback, or a more advantage. Now, guys, that's all about his quirk. That's what the doctor said, basically. This is when Izuku doesn't understand. Doesn't even understand what the doctor just said. You know, he's only 4 years old. He understands some of it, which then Inko, well, he only said a little bit of it, which is kind of sad because he thinks a weak quirk. But then Inko said, "Wow, honey, you have a powerful quirk," which then Izuku looks up with his eyes gleaming at Inko, and then his eyes suddenly turn. Instead of green, light emerald green, it turns to a light blue. Now, oh yeah, the doctor says his eyes will turn a different color. Also, his hair. So his hair started turning to a white and then to a light gray, which then Inko says, "Mommy, what's happening?" Well, Inko says, "Don't worry, Zuko. It's another drawback to your quirk. It changes your hair color and your eye color. I still think you look like my cute little bean." While then she pinches his cheek, and then he laughs, says, "Mom, stop." And then this is when, okay, she's a quirk doctor, and then doctor thinks, "That's what they call me." Like he's weirded out. Like this is what they call me when I check on like quirk doctor. And then they left. Now, a week later, Inko has been getting prepared for the bills and stuff like that. That's why she allowed Izuku to not go out the house, because she can't pay attention to him while she doing the bills and stuff like that. Black people problems, you know. No offense to white people, I'm just saying. But yeah, so after a week later, she got all her stuff done. She's good. So then Izuku asks Inko to go take him to the quirk doctor. To the park so you can talk with Kachan and them. So she goes to the park, and when they arrive, Izuku sees Bakugo and his, because I always use the same word for other people, so I'm gonna say his servants, basically his fake friends, because they are afraid of him. So they have quirks, so they try to make friends with him. So yeah, so I'm saying servants. So no, peasants, yeah. So then when Izuku goes there, he goes to them, and then he says, "Hey, Kachan. Hey, everybody." Well, they say, "Hey, Izuku." And then he says, "Zuko, I heard you got your quirk. What is it? But first, let's see mine." While then he pops explosion, he says, "Mine's explosion." Basically, I don't know what all the big words said, but basically, my sweat can turn into my energy power, for my explosion. So the more I sweat, natural glistening, I don't know what that is, but basically the more I sweat, the more power I can use for my explosions. He says, "Wow, cool, Kachan." And then this is when he says, "So what's yours?" "Well, I have a bubble quirk." Well, then they laugh, which Izuku tries to say something else, but he said, "Shut up, nerd." Why you hit him with the explosion? Which made him back up, which Izuku actually had backed up when he did it, so he didn't get hit. But yeah, so he said, "You have a bubble quirk? You're useless, useless little Izuku." Ha! What a freak! What does a bubble quirk do, anyways? While they all laugh, walking off to the other destination, which left Izuku with him being sad. His friends left him, so that he can hear all these type of noises all of a sudden. He can hear traffic lights, birds, birds chirping from old up buildings. He can hear small ant feet, but like right now he doesn't know what he's hearing right now. He can hear lots of things right now, heartbeats, a lot of things, car engines. Y'all get the point. So yeah, after he does that, he started screaming, which Inkos comes, and then he's like, "Mom, what's going on?" While he's hearing all these type of noises, while she sees his hands on his ears. Well, then he says, "Oh, Izuki, that's your other drawback. Did you hear? You have an enhanced hearing. That means you can hear better than regular humans. I mean, regular people." Well, then he says, "Mom, make it stop. I'm hearing all these noises." Well, then he falls unconscious from all the from the headache he's hearing. It's causing him headaches. And she says, "Oh, Izuku, I'm sorry." Well, then that's the most painful scene in her life. Like hearing her son sing, it hurts within his head. It make it stop. But then she takes him home, put up some bed, and hope he have a good day tomorrow. And then after he wakes up, he says, "Mom, my head is tingling. It's hurting." While then his mom got closer, which he can't hear. He can't hear his mom get closer because his hands, it's just enhanced hearing because because she didn't respond to him. She just went up the stairs, but he can hear her heartbeat. He can hear her coming up the steps, and he's like, "Mom, I can hear your heartbeat." He says, "Of course, Izuku, you have an enhanced hearing. I know maybe annoying and agitating right now, but once you control it, you'll be able to do great things, Izuku. Now, you take it to Bakugo, to little Bakugo." He says, "No, Mom, I'm okay. I would just rather stay home." While then Izuku go back to bed and just go back to sleep. Well, then she's wondering what's wrong. He always wanted to see his childhood friend. Now, guys, I'm gonna skip a week later. Now, Izuku never has been wanting to go with Bakugo or to the park in a week. Which is very confusing to Inko. He always wanted to go to the park. He always wanted to have fun with his friends. So, which is making her confused, but she's like, "Okay, like you don't have to go." But to her, it's like kids are more active these days, so that's why she's kind of confused. But yeah, so Midoriya, Midoriya has been going on YouTube lately. Like a lot of YouTube lately, since he had nothing else to do, so he's been going on YouTube. Now, Izuka has been seeing other ways to improve weak quirks and stuff like that. But I told y'all he couldn't initially hear anything the doctor was saying. All he heard was a little bit of stuff, and his mom saying that he has a powerful quirk. So that he wants to understand what's happening, but he doesn't know he's asking the mom. So him thinking it's a weak quirk, he put on how to make a weak quirk stronger, and it says first you have to change your body. Not that much. You have to change your body. So he started changing his body, right? A little bit. Not really a lot, but yeah. Which is then he went to his mom after a couple hours training. He says, "Mom, why do I have such a weak quirk?" He says, "Honey, you didn't have a weak quirk. What did you hear?" He's like, "Nothing. I just heard I have a bubble quirk." And then she googles a little bit and says, "Ha, Izuku, you are so irritating sometimes." But like inside a good way though. So then he's like, "Mom, tell me what my quirk is." Well, now listen up, cause I'm gonna say this one time, Izuku. Says, "Okay, Mom." Says your quirk is called anti-gravitational bubble. It's not a bubble like bubble quirk when you blow with the water. It's a bubble. This allows you to create bubbles that can float and fly for long periods of time, Izuku. The bubble is very durable and strong. It can be allowed to be stepped on and more. It can also grow in size, if you didn't know. And you can allow people to go within the bubble to imprison them or protect them. The user can like you can make lots of bubbles to distract people to 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 run away and things like that. And you can absorb people attack. So let's get an example. I'm going to use not no not that. How about what is Bakugo's quirk? Well, it's called explosions. He can create explosions. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Then Inko says, "Now, Izuku, when you create a bubble and you can use it as a shield, the bubble will absorb the explosion and explode it back at Bakugo." Which then he's like, "Whoa, really?" Says yes, but don't ever do that unless you need to. And then you can make the bubbles go onto your hands to increase your your hitting power and damage, meaning you can be stronger. He says, "Wow, I have a powerful quirk." Yes, but it's more. So you can also, my bad guys, if you hear that in the background, but you can also increase your movement speed and agility. Well, not agility, but your movement speed. You can step on the bubbles to make you go faster within the air. Am I tell you it can fly and float? Yes, mommy. Yeah, so you can step on it, and you can increase your movement speed within a second, within seconds. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, Zuko. It says, "Wow, I didn't hear all of that. The quirk doctor. Why didn't I?" Probably because you didn't pay attention like always, Izuku. Well, then she looked at him with a funny face and says, "Oh, okay, Mom, I get it. But that's a powerful quirk, kind of. It's not like All Might, so you can punch and zoom people away. Or you made a fighting pose. But you can absorb the attack and redirect it." While Inko said that, it says, "Yeah, that is cool." And then, guys, let's go to when Izuku is in school at 11, 12-ish years old. Now, thing has been going the same. He has been trying to learn, like, he has been learning how to upgrade, like, make his quirk more powerful and how to get it up there, like, make it more powerful, which it has been doing since he's been training since he was 5 years old. Where the concept of training can upgrade your quirk, like he did in canon. He trained his body, which allows the quirk to keep upgrading the power within the quirk. It's not just guys. It's not just all for one. I mean, all for one that. I mean, one for all that allows you to train your quirk and your quirk can get stronger. It's like Bakugo's quirk. And how he did with the wild kitty cats. Well, after the name, wild kitty cat team thing like that. They changing his quirk and they got stronger. But yeah, so now I'm about to say, yeah. So Izuka has been looking on YouTube to help him move faster and have him more like I got the word on my tongue. It's not coming out. To have more speed and freaking I can't, it's right here. To have more reaction speed. Yeah, right there, reaction speed, and stuff like that. And he says a thing that can help is parkour. So he has been engaging in parkour, and it's not just a training thing anymore. Like, my bad, guys, for that noise. Alright, guys, sorry for hearing that, but yeah. So, like I said again, it's not a training thing anymore. He has done it for a couple of months, and he finds it fun. Like, he finds it fun to flip around, do all these type of tricks, and he also does that with his quirk. So it's not just to increase his speed and rest of the time, but to also do his quirk. He knows how to jump on a little bit of bubbles and do backflips and front flips on it to increase your jumping range. Because y'all know, if I flip, like do a front flip, and y'all extend your feet, y'all can basically extend your range of y'all jump. Y'all know that, right? But yeah, forget it. But yeah, that's actually what he's been doing since he was 10 years old. He's now a 12. He knows how to do a triple a triple front flip. He knows how to do a cartwheel. Who did not do a cartwheel, but he knows how to do a lot of stuff. Basically, he knows how to do a lot of stuff. Now Izuku, like, he having fun, but the thing is, in school though, he's like he's antisocial. Like, he's very antisocial, and he can't talk to people because they all call him freak and useless in school. But people don't know his full intent, the full intent of his quirk. Like, his quirk is powerful, but they don't know that. Bakugo and his peasants has been saying he has a weak quirk, talking about it's only a bubble quirk. He probably can blow bubbles. That's it. Which makes him antisocial. People keep calling him freak, useless, nerd, stuff like that. But they don't physically bully him, but he's mentally bullied and emotionally bullied. Now, Izuku likes music, so you see, he always. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just go to the higher middle school, about to go on to high school. Now, guys, this is what I tell you was really about him, and y'all might hear the same stuff, but some of them is far beyond. Now, let's get to know him more, cause he is on his final year of middle school, about to go into high school. Now, let me see y'all something. Izuku Midoriya is a very quiet boy, an antisocial kid. He doesn't have friends, and he haven't had one for a long period of time, like a long time. Izuku Midoriya loves music. It helps him cope with depression, which he has, and also with his enhanced hearing, it makes him feel like he belongs places. Like, it makes him feel like he belongs. People bully him sometimes, not physically, but emotionally and mentally, which is why he has depression. He wears a mask because it helped him feel comfortable. And I don't know, guys, it's helped him feel comfortable. Izuku has great mastery over his quirk, since it's the best thing to do in spare time. Izuku wears headphones to block out the world and to listen to music, obviously, guys. And Izuku likes to hang out on tall buildings looking over cities while listening to music. It helps him feel relaxed. Izuku is a nervous kid due to being antisocial, but if you kind of get to know him, he is great to talk to. Like, he's great to talk to. Izuku is smart, earning many A's in school and a student of the year many times, but he don't like the attention. Izuku also likes to do parkour, and he enjoys it a lot, to be able to see the world differently and inside his point of view. Also, Izuku has great knowledge of heroes, being able to tell them apart with the hero costume on and off, and their weaknesses. Izuku's favorite hero is actually Eraserhead, and would also like to try out his scarf one day. Now, yeah, basically that's all it. That's basically it right there. Now, I hope you like that introduction of Izuku Midoriya, the bubble quirk user. So yeah, I tell y'all, let's go into the final day of middle school. Now, Izuku, hold up, guys. Now, hold up. Izuku is hanging out in school. He just got his head down, got on his headphones, and all his teachers allows it, and he's been doing it since he entered middle school. But yeah, so so before middle school, he had to cope with all the noise, and it's getting annoying. So he uses headphones now to cope with all the noise within the classroom, and he can still hear within the classroom of the teacher, cause if he really focuses, he can only hear the teacher, which made him do to all of the things. But it makes him feel like he's alone, which he enjoys, and that's why he focuses on the teacher's voice instead of everything around him. And so yeah, right now Izuku has his headphones on, not listening to music, but to block out all the noise from everywhere else, but into the teacher. Now the teacher is not that guy from middle school. It's actually a girl, which cares a lot about Izuku. No, they're not going to be a ship, as you see in the thumbnail, but yeah, but she does care about him because that's her favorite student, things like that. Now, but Zuko is not a teacher pet. So don't think about that. Zuko is not a teacher pet. I alert. He's not a teacher pet. But yeah, so then yeah, once she get finished with her speech and stuff like that about who went to hero school, but Bakugo actually hears that he's going to the UA. So then he says, "No, you can't even go there. So don't even try. You're useless. Your quirk is useless also." Which then Izuku can't hear him. So what he does is basically it annoys Bakugo and just said, "Deku, do you hear me?" While then in a loud voice, he can hear Bakugo, and they says, so what he does is he took off his headphones and says, "Huh?" And then he says, "Never mind, damn nerd. Useless. It's your useless ass. Sorry, God. Sorry. Pray. I pray." Alright. But it was for a video. No more. So, yeah. So, Bakugo does that and says that. So then catches over, Izuku walks out and says, "Bye, Teach," while she says, "Bye, Izuku. It was wonderful having you as a student in my class." While he says, "Thank you." Yeah. So guys, Izuku, instead of going home, what he does is he texts his mom. Hold up, guys. Alright, yeah, so if I heard that, I'm very sorry. Well, of course I did. But yeah, so Izuku, instead of going that route, he goes somewhere else. So then Izuku actually goes to a tall building. But let's go before that. So he tells his mom, "Mom, I'm going to do parkour and stuff like that." Basically, she knows that he's been listening to music, but he doesn't know that he's going to like do it on tall buildings and stuff like that. And she also knows that he do parkour. Yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, guys. So this is when Izuku uses quirk. So guys, this is my first illustration of me using his quirk. So Izuku creates multiple bubbles that surround the area. So he just summons them, I guess. And he steps on them, and it does parkour on buildings. So basically, I'm gonna tell y'all. So basically, there's one in front of him, right? So then he jumps on it. A building is beside him. Damn it, guys. My bad. Hold up. Alright. Hold up. Alright. So basically, he steps on a bubble. God damn it. Sorry, God, but yeah, so basically he steps on a bubble, and then he jumps from the side of the wall beside him, and then he does a front flip, and then there's another one in the front of him and on the side of him. So he jumps on both of them, like jumping on them. Like I can't really explain it, but I do have gifs if I want to know what I'm talking about. But I don't think I'll be able to do that. So guys, yeah, guys. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If y'all want me to include gifs and this, but still keep like this, but like go right here and do that and switch between them, just text that down in the comments. Just text that down in the comments. I'll do that because I can't really explain what I'm trying to say right now. Matter of fact, hold up, guys. Maybe this will help. Alright, guys. So it seemed like I can't pause it and go to a different source without stopping the video. So I won't do that. So I'll probably just get ready before the video. Alright. So Izuku jumps on a bubble and then he front flips to the other one and then he cartwheels to the next one, allowing like making the bubble to his hands, and then he jumps while one hand's on the bubble, and then he jumps from that one onto a building, and then all he does is listen to music. Now until night, he just enjoys his day there, and that's his secret spot. He figures out that no one goes there to that spot, so basically what he did is he set up his own personal type of hiding spot right there. He has drinks, snacks, and things like that there. Basically like his own personal home, but it's on the roof of a building. No shelter. He built a hiding spot right there. Yeah. So, and he's thinking of making like a hiding seek. No, not kind of seek. I said a hiding seek. A hiding, wall, like a hidden wall right there, and allowing him to build stuff inside there. So he might do that. I won't know. So I don't know. I'm just thinking off my mind right now. But yeah. So then Izuku is late at night, which he notices, and so he goes home. But before he goes home, he hears a scream from far away. It's far away, which it helps with his hands hearing. That's why I did it like that. So yeah, so then when he hears it, he jumps to building doing lots of parkour stuff. I don't know. I don't do parkour. I think parkour is cool, so I might try it in the future when I got all this gut on me. When I don't have all this gut, I'm gonna do that in the future. I'm gonna do parkour. Yeah, so that's a hint for how I look like. I have a little bit of meat. Damn it, outside. Don't think of that, girls. Do not think of it like that. Imagine it's no. Don't think of no. Sorry, God, no. Have a little bit of fat on me, not a lot, but you can clearly see it though. All right, so basically, he goes to the sound, jumping on bubbles and stuff like that, increasing his movement speed, so he gets there a bit earlier than he thought. So he sees a girl with purple hair, two aux cords hanging from her earlobe, which has a long string on it, whatever. But yeah, and with short hair. So basically, when he goes there, he jumps down, being aware of a person behind him as well, because there's two people. So once he knows that person behind him, because he can hear his heartbeat, he puts a bubble around his hands and he punches him alertly, like he does it fast, and then he steps back. So this is when Izuku jumps up from a wall. Then he kicks him, in the head, making the person fall down. Then this is when the person turns behind him that's handling the girl with the purple hair, but he's not there. So then from above, Izuku uses bubbles from above, and so then he jumps from above. Some say what happened. So then the reason why he disappeared because he hurried up and created a balloon. A bubble on the ground. He jumped up high because it gives you jumping range, high within the air. Not that high, a couple feet in the air, like 5 feet in the air. So then what he does is he does the Uzumaki kick when he goes down. Now I bet y'all know what that is. Y'all gotta know what that is. Basically, Boruto and them did it. Y'all know how Uchiha had that split kick. the freaking Uzumaki got that kick too. So he did the freaking Uzumaki kick. So then this is when he says, "I hate people like you," inside a low voice. As then he looks at the girl with the mask and with blue gleaming eyes that shines inside the night sky. Bro, I see a lizard doing push-ups. Yeah, cuz, do it for me. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, do it. Oh yeah. Yeah. That way with lit. Alright, let's get this video. Alright, so then the girl says, "Thank you. I don't know what I have done to if it wasn't there, if those boys wouldn't have done." It's good. So then basically he creates two bubbles beside him, and then it grows within size, and then he picks up the two people, like he picks up the two guys basically, and he puts them in the bubble, and then he says, "I'm off." Well, then he sits on one of them, and then both of the bubbles went off, floating within the air. So then as he does that, he says, "What's your name?" And then she says, "Jiro." Just Jiro. As he says, "Well then, goodbye, Jiro." Unknowingly to her, he smiles. Which then when he left, he's like, "Oh my god, I talked to a girl. But yeah, so good. Basically, he goes to the police station and takes them to the police station. Well, then he tells them what happened and goes off. Now, skipping months later, 10 months to be exact, Izuku did not meet All Might, so he doesn't get the quirk. Even if I did it, he would not get the quirk. And he has been training on parkour, stuff like that, parkour and on his bubbles. Now, Izuku has been training basically. That's basically it. He don't have no friends. He's training. He does the usual headphones, music. He just does music, and the music he listens to. If I want to know, he listens to Naruto music, like openings, aftermath, despair, sadness, and sorrow. He listens to like Naruto opening music and ending music, and he listens to raw wave. He listens to a lot of singing music, not rapping, but singing music. He listens to Fire Force opening music. Basically, anime music. Basically, he fond of anime. So then, when it's time for UA, he assigns to UA. He sees a lot of people within the writing exam, because that's the first exam you have to do first before you go into the practical. So he goes to the writing exam, doing the test. He's a good job, but he puts the headphones and listens to music. Due to never mind. But yeah, he puts on his music. So I think it's finished after 10 minutes, which usually have an hour, which is a lot. But yeah, you have 10, which he does in 10 minutes, which he goes back, he says here. And then after that, all he does is just walks off. Now grabbing the paper, President Mike, what he does is he checks through the paper to see if he passed the writing exam or not. Seeing this, he passes the writing exam fully. He has 100%. He knows the hidden words, which we don't even know. Guys, imagine it's big words. Imagine the hidden words are just big old words that I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. That's the type of big words to have. And then President Mike basically sends it to, he takes a picture of the photos and sends it to Nezu, seeing how this kid has 100% on the test that Nezu only completed. So then this is when Nezu gets the text, and then he scrolled through the paper, and he's like, seems we have an interesting student this year. Let's see what he's capable of. Guys, so guys, um, after an hour, President Mike starts explaining the robots for the practical exam. Now, Izuku have his headphones on, but it's not turned on. Only focusing on President Mike's voice, which is too loud. That's why he has headphones on. And so then what he does is, Ida stands up and stuff like that. He stands up. He stands up, talks about the robot, and then he turns to Izuku and says, "Hey, you." Hold up, my bad. Yeah. So he says, "Hey, you, take those headphones off. If you're not gonna pay attention to what President Mike is saying, then leave. Why are you even in UA if you don't pay attention to what elderly talks to you?" Then this is when he takes his headphones off and says, "Part of my quirk is enhanced hearing. So I use these headphones to block off my hearing, or my head will be irritated. Just like you are irritating me right now," which he says at a soft voice. And then he says, "Oh, my apologies." Or then he bows down, and then he says, "Also, President Mike was going to explain the other robot you was so claiming to be that he forgot. So, if you please excuse me, I ask kindly for you to sit down, please." Which then, this gave them a whole nother point of view, what they just thought. Like, this man talked so softly. Talk like that he the man something. Which, yeah, my nigga the man. Sorry, God. He the man right now, though. So then, President Mike explains the zero pointer, how it avoid at all costs, basically. Things like that. So then, being Izuku, he goes to whatever he's on, and Bakugo and Deku is actually in the opposite of, like, the ground zero, whatever, like that. They're on the opposite, so they don't know they're both here. But Izuku kind of have the idea that he knows he's here because it's the best school in Japan, or Tokyo, basically. I don't know, but best school in Japan. Why wouldn't he try to prove that he can pass it? So yeah, so this is what Izuku does. So then, once he does this, Izuku, like, the gates are opening, and then Izuku creates bubbles and increases his movement speed with the bubbles, jumping on it, doing cartwheels, triple kicks, triple flips. Guys, after this, man, I'm gonna search some parkour moves and put on paper and say them, because I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying the same stuff: cartwheels, triple kicks. Triple jumps. See, I even forgot it right now. That's the thing. Triple front flips. Stuff like that. So I'm gonna look up some parkour moves and just tell y'all. So yeah, so he does that. I'm gonna say basically he does some parkour movements to increase his speed, and what he does is he creates bubbles on his hands to increase his hitting power and allow him to have more damage and strength. So he punches the robots on the head and all sides their vital points, knowing where it's at, because he hears the squeaking and the rustiness on the on the robots. So yeah, so he knows where the weak point's at. That's a plus. So Izuku, I'm gonna say something. Oh yeah, so Izuku gets surrounded by 5. I'm gonna say no. I like even numbers, so I'm gonna say 6. 6, baby. 6 inches. That's what. Nah, hold up. Yeah, he gets 6 robots, right? And what he does is 2 of them fire gun things, but it's actually rubber bullets at Izuku. So then Izuku creates a bubble behind him, because that's what the robots was behind him, and basically he creates a bubble of them. It attacks the bubble, and then he redirects it back at the robot, and it kills the robots because that's a lot of gun not rubber bullets. I'm gonna say it's not rubber because it has to do damage to the people. To make sure that they can actually handle real like villains. So these are like it's not rubber bullets. Guys, come up with something. I don't care if it's even real guns. Just come up with real bullets. Come up with something. So basically, he does that and it kills the two robots, like redirecting it at themselves. So now he has three more left. I mean, I said six. So yeah, three more left. Man, I'm dumb. I thought I said five because I did two. I said two, but yeah, it's three more left. Wait, four more left. Damn it, I can do math. I just forgot what number robots I said. I thought it was five, so I said two. So I said three. So then I'm like, I put six. I'm dumb. So I said three again. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I didn't kill three. I killed two. So I said four. Sorry, God. Damn. Sorry, Lord, my Savior, my God, my Master. Sorry. So what Izuku does is that. So then, what Izuku does is he does that, and he jumps on the balloon himself, which is enlarged. By the way, it grew, which then it made him up a couple more feet than it was, make him jump a couple more feet. After that, he jumped up, and then he got sent to a wall. So doing this, he did parkour onto the wall, jumping back towards a robot. Like he jumped up to a wall, and then he jumped from the wall, and then he punched the robot, destroying his head. After that, he applied bubbles to his feet, guys. I just normally did that. I know I said hands, but I'm gonna do feet too. Forget it. Just forget it. So, but I might do this one time. I don't know. But yeah, so basically, it's the same applied strength. It does more hitting power and damage. So yeah, so then he kicks one of the robots, and then he jumps up, and then he double kicks it. Basically, he kicks it while he's on the ground. He jumps, and then he double kicks it like Jim Mori be doing on God of High School. So that's two down, because number one said hit his head and like that. So what we have is one more left. He punches the thing through his body. He punches it through his heart, like to his core part, and he crushes it with the balloon. I mean, why do I keep saying balloons? I mean bubble. So don't mind that, guys. I mean bubble. And guys, he can apply it to different parts. I mean like that is, his fingers. He can apply it to his fingers, but he can't change the shape. That's one thing he can't do. He can't change the shape. If he change the shape, that would be too powerful. Because he says too strong and durable. So yeah, he can put on different parts to protect himself, like different parts where enemies are where enemies are attacking places, like different places, like say like his rib. So then he puts a bubble on his rib, by his rib to shield it. That's what I mean by that. So once he does that, he hears people talking, which you don't know. So then he pinpoints it. He looks that direction. It was heroes that was talking. He was talking about how he's doing good, like he has great reaction speed. Exile takes hints of this and says his combat can do better. He has good combat, but it can do a lot better. He doesn't seem like he does parkour, but it can use some work. So he hears this, but we don't know who's talking yet. He figures it out later, cause he's not too focused on what's happening, cause he has to know what on his surroundings. So basically, after a while, he thinks he gets enough points, which he does. So then he sits on a tall building, and then he listens to music. I listen to music. He feels a rumble, which Nezu smash that like button. Yep, guys, he smashed the like button. No, I'm not meaning. I'm not meaning the red button. I mean he smashed the like button. So what I need y'all to do, says Nezu, the smartest person on the MHA, smash the like button because he knows it's gonna be a banger. I need y'all to smash that like button. Let's get into the video. Back into the video. So what he does is he smashes the button, and a huge 0-pointer comes. So what Zoku does is he goes away with the bubble, increasing his movement speed. So doing this, he hears a yelp again. So he goes to the yelp again. So he does that. He sees the woman under a boulder, a rock or something. What the hell? But yeah, so he goes to the woman with him having a hoodie and a mask on. So then he destroys the bubble. He destroys the boulder with a bubble kit. And what he does is he encases the woman within a bubble, not knowing it's a woman he saw before, but longer hair. That's what that's what gave it away. That's not give it away. That's why he didn't know it's a woman, because she had long hair, which kind of blocked the earlobe thing, the ears, her ears, But yeah, man, forget it. So yeah, basically, what happened is, now, what happened is he does that, and then he sends the bubble far, not that far. Yeah, he sends it far from the location there were. It sends it to another location that's kind of, he still at the city, the fake city, but he sends it to another location. Also, so this is when he creates 2 massive bubbles. He jumps on one of them to jump higher, and then he jumps on the other one. Basically, it's like a trampoline. He jumps and make him go higher, and then he jumps on the other one and make it go higher. So he does that, and he's right in the face of the freaking 0-pointer. So then he creates a larger bubble. Then he also, basically, under the size of your fist. Basically, he create. No, matter of fact, I said that it won't be able to change the shape, so I won't do that. Basically, guys, he creates a larger bubble encasing around his fist than he did it before. He creates a larger bubble around it, and then he punches 0-pointer's head, which made a hole in it. Like, not a dent, but a huge dent. Like, it has a punch mark, like a bubble-size bubble mark on it, and then he punches it, which it made the nerves of the computer thing, like of the system, then go haywire, and then the head exploded, making it fall down. After that, he goes to the bubble, and then he takes it to Recovery Girl, and then he goes off. And then, with the girl wanting to say thank you and things like that, but he was already off. And that's how he got into UA. Now, before it starts, basically UA starts, which he has a week until it starts. A week before school starts, he goes to the school because they're sitting at because basically they already had sent the video thing, because it's been a week since they had 2 weeks. So, and it's been a week since he got they have 2 weeks to get ready for school, basically. So after a week, the envelope got sent and says he passes. Basically, boom. So then tomorrow, basically what he does is he go to the school, and he wants to say his quirk because basically he forgot that it says that his quirk can basically enhance his hearing. So what he wants is he wants to go to school, which he does. So then when he goes to the school, he goes to the office, which he didn't hear. He went to the front office to sign into the school thing. Basically, he goes to Nezu's office. Basically, he goes to Nezu's office. He sees a couple heroes that he recognizes quickly, because he's aware of heroes without their clothes on. I mean, fuck. Sorry, God. Without their hero costumes on, with them on. What has got to into me today? I'm not trying to say no cuss words, because I repent for my sins and stuff like that, but I don't carry any more sins. So basically, what he does is he does that. He goes to the Nezu's office and he knocks on the door, which Nezu's expecting the visit, because from the front office. Not from the front office, he says open, it's open sesame, things like that. So when he does that, he sees the boy that he's actually interested in doing doing the exam. Now, with Aizawa, Snipe, 13 being there, he says, "What's this kid doing here, Nezu?" He says, "This is the kid that got called here." It says, what are you here for, young man? It says, "My apologies, Nezu, but Principal Nezu, but I forgot one detail about my quirk." He says, what's that one detail? Basically, it can enhance my hearing a lot. So I wear these headphones, which he hold up his white headphones, Sony headphones. Basically, that's the brand. White Sony headphones. The big ones. Like the big ones and not the small ones. Y'all know he has small headphones, big headphones. He had the big ones. So I wear these to block out the other voices from other people, but I can focus on my enhanced hearing onto one person, which can be my teacher for my class. And so that's why I'm wearing, and that's why I'm going to be having headphones during class, not to interrupt anybody or to distract anybody or to make it seem like I'm not listening to you. It's me listening, but it's especially for my quirk. He says, "Oh, it's a good thing you came here, young man." He says, "Sorry, of course." He says, "Well, as you hear, I might as well tell you your teacher." And then he says, "Aizawa." He says, Eraserhead. Well, then Naruto. I said Naruto. Deku is a shock. He's shocked, but he doesn't shows it. So he's shocked. Like in his mind, he's like, my favorite hero is gonna be my teacher. And then he says, an Eraserhead. He says, "Yes, kid, I'm going to be your teacher. You're going to be inside 1A classroom." So then this is when he says, "Okay." And then he bows down, not like a bow down with his knees on the ground, but he bows like inside Japanese. I forgot how they do that, but yeah. He says, "Thank you for being my teacher." He says, "It's okay, Pop. It's good. It's good." He says, never mind. He said, "What is it, kid?" He says, "I know how to improve your time of your blinking. Because as your quirk is an eraser, you can erase people's quirks for how long, but when you blink, it gives off. When you blink, your quirk turns off because your eyes can't stay open for long. So you use eye drops to heal your eyes after a period amount of time. Allow your eyes to have the strain off of them." Then she says, "So I want to tell you how the way to improve your eye period of time." Basically, he's basically telling him how he does it. I don't know. I just came up with the idea just now. Don't bother me with that. I just came up with ideas just to say something to improve his time. Whereas the Eraserhead is shocked because he figured out the way to do it, and it seems like it works. So he tries it out, and it actually does. I don't know. I might come up with a random thing to say, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm come up with a random thing to say. he does it and he tries it out and it's good. If he does it, I don't know how many periods of time he can hold his eyes. We don't see him do it for a couple of seconds because that's how long he can whoop the person's his enemy. But I'm about to say the ASA word, but so the reason we haven't seen him do it for a long period of time. The only time we saw him doing it for a long period of time is when he facing against a normal. But y'all know his eyes red, and that meant eyes red. But yeah, so I'm gonna say he can do it for about a minute, no, 2 minutes. Yeah, that's how it go. So yeah, so then he says, thank for letting me explain, and thank you Nezu for allowing me to come to UA. As then he bows and leaves the classroom. Where's there like what the this kid just did this? Oh, just basically just told him how to do more time with his quirk. He's not impressed. He told a pro hero, a well known hero, to do this. This kid's a problem. He hopes that he never become a villain. Yep. But yeah, so after this, Izuku is like it's a week later. God damn it. So basically, it's a week later, and he gets to the door, and then when he looks inside, he sees something that shocks him. Like, he sees something that absolutely shocks the man. And that will be for the last minute. Now, guys, that is how the first part of What If Deku Had a Powerful Bubble Quirk went. Hope y'all like the video. I hope y'all like everything about the video, which I very well liked myself. I think I did a good job. So I hope y'all comment down how good job I did. I'll see y'all later in the next part. Peace.